Welcome back, my dear students. How are you? I hope you all are having a good time. So, in the previous classes, we were discussing about a story. What is the name of the story? Yes, the name of the story is The Boy Who Drew Cats, which is written by Hasegawa Takejiro. So, have you watched the previous videos? Yes, very good. I know that you all have watched the previous video. So, let's start the class with a small summary of the previous class. Once upon a time in Japan, there lived a farmer who had many children who all were hardworking except the younger child. So, his parents decided to send the boy to the priest to make him an acolyte. The boy was very clever and learned everything quickly. But he had one fault. He liked to draw cats always. He drew cats during study hours also. So the priest tells him that he cannot be a good acolyte, but he will be a great artist. The priest asks the boy to leave the temple and also warns him to avoid large places at night and keep to small. Now, let's see the new words in today's session. Bundle. Bundle means a collection of things. Sorrowful means in a very sad way. Disobedient means refusing to obey rules. Goblin. It is a mischievous, ugly creature. Possession. Possession means to take control. Warrior. Warrior means a brave soldier or fighter. Now let's see the rest of the story. The boy did not understand what the priest meant by saying, "Avoid large places at night, keep to small." The boy decides to leave the temple. So he packed his clothes and said goodbye to the priest. The boy left the temple very sorrowfully. Sorrowfully means very in a sad way. So the boy left the temple very sorrowfully and he did not know what to do. He decided not to go back home since his father would punish him for being disobedient. Disobedient means refusing to obey rules. So the boy thought not to return home since his father would punish him for being disobedient to the priest. So he was afraid to go home. He had heard that 12 miles away there was a big temple, so he planned to go there. But the temple was closed because a goblin cat had frightened all the priests away. Goblin means an ugly, big, mischievous creature. Many brave warriors had went to kill the goblin, but they had never been seen alive again. The boy did not know all this, so he walked hopefully to be kindly treated by the priest. Now let's have a model reading of the text so that you will understand more better. The boy did not know what the priest meant by saying, "Avoid large places, keep to small." He thought and thought while he was tying up his little bundle of clothes to go away. But he could not understand those words, and he was afraid to speak to the priest anymore except to say goodbye. He left the temple very sorrowfully and began to wonder what he should do. If he went straight home, he felt sure his father would punish him for having been disobedient to the priest, so he was afraid to go home. All at once, he remembered that at the next village, 12 miles away, there was a big temple. He had heard there were several priests at that temple, and he made up his mind to go to them and ask them to take him for their acolyte. Now that big temple was closed up, but the boy did not know this fact. The reason it had been closed up was that a goblin had frightened the priest away and had taken possession of the place. Some brave warriors had afterward gone to the temple at night to kill the goblin, but they had never been seen alive again. Nobody had ever told these things to the boy, so he walked away all the way to the village, hoping to be kindly treated by the priest. So, did you understand this portion? Yes, I know that you all understood this portion. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now, let's go through the textbook questions. 2 questions are given here. You have to find answer for these questions and write in your notebook. The answers are also given after the video. Thank you, students. Wish you a great and happy day. See you in the next class.